Hey guys, Betty and Sapien. Today we're going to be discussing plan changes for LavaCraft. We have a lot of big stuff in the works, and I know that we've been talking for a while that we are planning something, but today we'll start releasing some of the specifics of what we're doing exactly. There are big conceptual changes that we're working on. Essentially, we're trying to do our best to make LavaCraft a great experience for everyone again. Right now, we know the server's buggy and that it's not as good as it could be. But the stuff that we have planned is really, really exciting. I think it is. What about you?
Yeah, I think that with the upcoming changes, that a lot of things are going to change, but I really do think they'll be for the better, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
So, for the new LavaCraft system, we're actually going to wind up doing a cloud system, like a hub. We feel that it's the best way to integrate mini games and other game modes without having the server lag. The way that LavaCraft used to run, where all those games were on that one server. That's not really an efficient way to do things. If that one server crashes, then all of the servers crash. So our goal is to spread out the users and create the most lag-free experience possible. By separating game modes, we can really focus on making the game modes unique and build them into the server where if it was on like one server, you wouldn't have that freedom. But we also feel that the community is an integral part of what makes LavaCraft special, and we don't want to separate you guys. So we are going to allow users to shout across servers, and this way it'll be similar to the chat system that you know now, where if you want to get in contact with someone across a map or on a different map or whatever, you still have the ability to do that. So we're planning on bringing in a bunch of games. We're going to bring back, let's see, fully survival games, Tunnel PvP, which is a new game, EF, and we actually have a lot more games planned after that as well. And the big change that we're making, that we're redoing one of LavaCraft's biggest conceptual facets, which is the survival mixed with creative plot. Now, we've been debating this for a few months now, and we've decided that having survival blocks mixed with creative blocks is not a good solution. Even though it's cool to have blocks mixed with, you can build a cool base to store all your survival blocks. We just don't feel that we can effectively patch all the bugs to, the economy sake. We did our best this time. Legitimately, we tried very, very hard to make sure that there were no bugs with our creative restriction system, and they were a ton. And we just don't feel that we could successfully patch all of those bugs. Now, I know that a lot of you might be disappointed by this notion, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. We have a really great replacement solution, which is basically all players will have access to survival plots, and that will be in the main survival world. And then there will be a separate server for creative plots that's only for people who have access to creative mode. And you can have your friends on it, but only people with creative mode can make plots. And additionally, people who have creative have access to limited world edit. So you'll be able to make really cool creations on much bigger plots. I think we're planning on doing something in the range of 100 block by 100 block plots, maybe a bit smaller than that, but they're going to be very big. So we feel that that's the best solution to make LavaCraft safe and more enjoyable, because right now the economy is totally devalued, and I don't like that. None of the other staff like that, and we really want to, to build on our economy, but keep all those aspects of the server that you love. And about the website, okay. I know that everyone's really curious about what happened to the website, and foremost, I'd like to apologize. One of the former owners slash partners of LavaCraft controlled the billing for our web server, and I had forgotten about them doing that because everything runs on a subscription, so I don't have to pay it every month. But basically, the old partner didn't pay the bill, and they canceled the server, and all that data was lost. It's really disappointing, and I know that a lot of you are disappointed, but we have really big things planned for the website as well. We're completely redoing the website, and actually we're going to integrate it with all the minigame statistics. We're going to integrate it with your forum profiles, all the ban appeals, all that stuff. It's going to be on the website. It's going to be really, really nice. And the reason I haven't brought forums back yet is because I'm not sure what direction we want to go into, because I don't want to have to reset it again when I redo the website. So I'm trying to find a solution right now that will prevent that from happening. But yeah, the bazaars will be set up in the new survival server. At this point, we've decided that we're not going to patch really any more bugs in the current version of LavaCraft. We want to focus all of our attention on the new server. We have some really incredible map makers making us our hubs and our spawns. We just arranged for that last week. So I'm really excited. The staff are really excited, and we want to get things going as soon as possible. The expected date, roughly, for when we're going to release this is approximately beginning of May. There's a lot of stuff that we have planned, and it can't be done overnight. We want to make LavaCraft into a huge success like it was, and we believe that we can effectively do that, but it can't be done overnight. We will still be doing periodic updates and more streams to display some of the stuff that we're working on. Right now, we're working on a minigame API, which will allow us to program minigames really easily. However, it's pretty difficult to program the API itself. In addition, we're also discussing bringing OCT back as a staff member. He's had a busy few months, and as a result, he had some things to attend to. That's perfectly fine. He's a person like everybody else. But there are talks right now of bringing him back, because we know you all like him. The server is not going down. The server is going to be up until pretty much the couple days before we release, and then it'll probably go down for a day or two while we install everything.
I'd just like to further add that, especially with the creative and survival, especially when there are new versions of Minecraft which come out, and all of the blocks change, etc., etc. And you know how every single time a new version of Minecraft comes out, then there's more bugs, more exploits, which kind of just completely wreck the economy and make everything that you've you've put in some time in to mine and to gather to complete dirt. They are completely worthless. Now, this new change will definitely hit that fact that it will be survival LC again, like it was a long time ago. And it is important that we keep that aspect, and that is definitely a unique selling point of LC, that we are a survival PvP and survival server as a whole. So it is going to be really nice to actually have survival god apples rather than not duped god apples for once.
Yes. On that point, again, we wanted to build a server where your work is valued and it's not going to be taken away by people who find exploits, try to ruin your work. We just don't feel that it's really fair for anybody in the equation. It's not fair for the developers who have to constantly push out patches with the new updates and have to worry about a million bugs being reported. It's just not a good technical solution. That's what we've really come down to deciding. And we think that giving you guys world edit and your own special plots, that your friends, even if your friends don't donate, they can still come visit. They just can't make plots unless they have the same rank as you. Or we want to give you an environment where you can be creative, which is what you have now with your creative mode. And we want to give you an environment where you have survival. And like I said, we're going to do our best to keep those communities intermingled. We don't want to separate the donors from the non-donors. We want to keep community strong, because that's what makes LavaCraft special. Everyone's going to keep their ranks. Everyone's going to keep pretty much everything except for your items and your balances. Yeah, in addition, we're also going to work on building a solution for actually resource worlds that don't lag the server when they reset.
I think the most important thing is that the actual spirit and essence of what LC was and what LC actually is as a server will be restored again, and that is the most important thing that this update will bring back to the server, is the core principles of what LC is, and it will be really exciting to see the future of LC.
I agree completely. Why don't you discuss more feature-wise with the games and creation of what we're planning on doing?
Sure. So the Hunger Games plugin will be completely custom coded and configured by staff who have been doing Hunger Games for a while, so they're not going to be messed around, and the items will be well balanced. And the other games, such as CTF, will also have most likely new maps and also be custom configured so that everyone gets a new experience of what some decent coding can do.
We're doing a party system, which would be really cool. You'll be able to create parties and play.
Yeah, we'll be able to play games with friends, and it'll be really fun to work with those.
Yeah, we would actually consider map submission when we get the new forums up. Generally, though, what do you guys think of our proposed solution for the creative exploit? But yeah, overall, we're really excited to get working. We've already started doing a lot of programming, just trying to get everything in order as quickly as possible. We started arranging for our hub to be built, and after that, we'll be getting our survival spawns, rated spawns, and all that stuff built.
Yeah, I think the update will be a great benefit to LC. It'd definitely be looking forward to, and you should all be really excited about it, as we are, especially.
Yeah, we have really big things planned.